Hello everyone, this is Casper Fabricius, and I am currently showing you my contribution to the first hand-in of programming. And first of all, I'll just show you how exactly the code works, and then after I'm going to show you how it looks like. So first of all, we have the first couple of lines here, 1 to 6, and this is where you import the libraries that you need to use in order to run different functions. Um, the next line, I'm defining the pi, which is used later as well for some of the functions. Um, the ninth line is used in order to not have to use the std colon colon description every time you create a name for one of your variables. Um, so it's just about, yeah, that's pretty good. The first thing we have here is the integer called main, which is the part where pretty much all the functions and all the coding is written. The first thing we see inside this integer is the double values, which is used when we are inserting values and we're trying to calculate um, different stuff. We also have some other doubles called result square, result sin, result cosinus, and result tangos, which also is used later, but it's not yet. So I'll come back to that one. I have created a char called my operator, which is used in the while loop later on. So the first thing you'll see when you run this program is just a small description of how it works actually. That is written by me, and that what kind of operators you will have to write and what they will do. And when you're done with that, you will yeah you will get this output called insert operator. Well, before this comes, it actually runs the while loop, which is created so the program won't stop when one of these cases inside the switch has been completed. So it will just keep running until this Q key has been pressed, as this sign is showing that it will keep looping until the Q button has been pressed. So of course, the cout again, you will insert an operator, and this is where the console in is written, that when you press something, you press a key which has to be one of the operators. It will run depending on, of course, what key you press. So we have four more variables created here, which is used in the later functions. We have the switch function here based on the variable my operator here, and in this we have different cases. Well, the first case here is addition, where you will have a value you will have to insert, and based on the first value, which whenever you start the program will be 0, and the value you just pressed, these two will be added together and you will have a new value, which will be put into the what's it called, the com. Yeah, you will actually see the number that you created, and this will then break. So the case will be closed, and you will go outside again, and the while loop will run again, and you can press another operator. We have the minus, which basically is like plus, but you just subtract a number. We have the multiplication, which will multiply a number, and we have the division, which will divide a number. We have this one, which is a bit more interesting, the modulus, where you will have a value, a first value, and this value, because it's at first it is described as a double, and modulus cannot work with doubles, so we have to create it into an integer. So pretty much I'll take this double and I'll just make it into an integer, and I will modulus it with another integer. And after this we will have a final value. We have the R function, which is just the square root of the number. We have the f, which is a floor, so we'll just remove the reminder. So if we have 2.5, we will just get around 2. We have the p function, which is the power of. We have the s function, which is sinus. C we have cosinus, and t we have tangent. And in the end we have x, which will just it will reset whatever value we have to 0. And if any one of these commands isn't pressed, it will go down here and run the default one, which will just say invalid option, try again. And when all this is done, it will be returned. So this is basically how the code looks like. I will just show you how the program itself looks like. So as I told you before, we have this description here, which will show us that if you press plus, you will add, and if you press M, you'll use modulus, and so on and so forth. So the first thing this program tells us is to insert an operator. And let's just use plus, a simple one first. So the first value is 0, as I told you that when you run the program first, it is 0. And we just add about 5, and we will get 5 as the final answer. If we use minus 2, we'll get 3. If we multiply it with 9, we get 27. And if we divide it by 9, we will get 3. What else did we have? We have, let's see here, modulus. Alright, so let's just have another number. We have 15, and we will use M for modulus and press 4. So basically what it does is it's a bad number, but 15 divided by 4 is 3 point something, and you will have a reminder of 3, which is the number you will get here. So it's not the amount of times it goes up to 15, it's the reminder you'll have. We also have, let's see here, we will have sine, cosine, and tangents. Let's use those. First we use S for sine, 3, 50. We'll get a number, and the same goes for cosine, and it goes for tangents. We can also use the power of the true number. This one, 5. We'll get this one. So we took this number here, and we had the power of 5. So it's just adding this number 5 times, and we got this weird looking number. Let's just say that we want to remove the reminder from this one. So our new value is this one. And we can just reset the value to 0 like this, and reset it, and we now have the value of 0. So finally here, let's just quit the program like this. Now the option try again, as it went down to default, and it just turned off basically. So this is how the Pocket Pocket Calculator works from my side. So I hope you enjoyed it.